universal truth and the absolute laws of nature, for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. No, this is your space. This is a space for conversation, questions and answers, comments and concerns, building and destroying, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A space of encouragement, integrity, love. A space where we are walking, searching, building a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information, funding tags, funding apps, links, man, damn it, funding. Keep all that in the chat for the duration of class. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, book an assessment. If you or anybody you know, if you suspect, if you have an inclination, know of anybody that's going through intimate relationship, intimate relationship struggles, book an assessment. Book an assessment. Find out the warning signs, okay? The behaviors, the observing, the disagreements, right? The behaviors and stuff that you should be alarmed by. The characters and the characteristics you should be alerted to. Yes. The events that should pique your awareness. Man, trust and believe with the information. The life you save could be your own. Please, let's get to it. Let's get to it. How y'all doing? We getting ready to get right. We got some folks to tag. Yeah, we do. Tag IceCube. Yeah, tag IceCube and tag Fat Joe. Tag the Dodgers and the Yankees too. Tag the World Series. Damn it, tag Major League Baseball. We trying to see the play here, and that's why I didn't comment on anything for the last 2 days. But yeah, tag IceCube. And old Slim Joe. Crap. Yeah. Joey Crack, Krill's Booger, King of the Custies. Yeah, call him. Tag him. Yes, tag the Puffster. I think it's over for the Puffster. Yeah, I think they're trying to do him, and I think it's about to go down. Tag him. Yeah, it don't look good. Somebody tag the people of Wichita, Kansas. We gotta go in and damn it, tag Minneapolis. That gotta happen. Yeah, tag Minneapolis. Yeah, we gotta see what's going on with that. And yo, for one or some reason, I don't know, man, tag all these old gangsters. These old hustlers, these old Don, Mega Don, street superstars. Tag them. I don't see the play here. Tag Harry O and Death Row. I don't see it. I'm trying to get it. Okay, I don't understand the play. But if y'all do, help me out here. Tag your classmates. Yeah, especially the ones that's out there in that hallway drinking them 40s. Yeah. And your other ones out there drinking that wild Irish Rose. Yeah, tell them to come to class. We on. And pop it. Yes, let's see who's in here. Joey of Hustle and Smoke, the flat lever, first in seats. Yes, we see you. Dust Fro, 517. C Blaze the Sniper. Yeah, Bionic Prince, peace. Peace, Kim Williams as Beckles. London is in the house. What up, Magic? Lil Brick, what up? A Wood is in the spotty spot. Bushhead. Yes, we see you up in here. Merklow26. Terrell Williams is up in here. Tiara T. Green and youngsters up in here. Black 777. Peace. Peace. Bernie, what up, Bernie? Sean Jenkins, what up? Kevin Willis, what up? We see you, Max. Max, what up, Max? George Johnson, we see you. Daryl Maddox. Mook. Yes, Mook, Uptown Tracy, C. Vine. Hart. GB, what up? Andrea Jones. You up in here. Oh, yeah. Hey, Ghost is up in here. Oh, yes. Michael Hayes. Ta with the apples. Yes. Yes. Germany. Max. Christoph. Yes, I'm good. V Gates to you. Alles klar? V Gates. Max V Gates. We see you up in here. Mark Milliner up in here. Jamara J. Oh, yeah, okay, we see you got a visitor. What's going on? Joel got my apple. What's good? We see you. We see you. Jerome Jackson, 55. I don't know what's up. 55 for you, Jerome. Yeah. Yeah. Uptown Drake, Kevin Willis, E. Blandon, 55. E. 55. E. Blandon, 55. J. Fries, 44. Memphis is in the building. Soap is in the building. What up, Soap? Yeah. Yeah. Art. 55. Art Harper, 55. Sliding in, 55. Sliding in a little tipsy. Put that Mad Dog 40-40 in the knapsack before you get suspended, Arch. 55. Yeah. Let's start it up. First and foremost, we're going to knock them out of the way real quick. Okay? Now, I seen this TikTok. Oh, by the way, salute to my truckers out there. We're going to get y'all right now. Salute to the truckers. Make that noise. If you watching, pull over. Don't watch me and you doing a 95 and a 75. Don't do that. Pull over, truckers. Paperwork good. Shout out and recognize the guard. What up, Tyson? What up, Ja? Long Island is in the spotty spot. Earl, what up? Marshy. Shout out to Marshy, y'all. If you need some makeup, and a lot of y'all women's need it for your special occasions, for your Instagram shoots, for your Twitter semi-porn shoots, for your fashionista, for your weddings, for your damn gender reveals, get at Marshy. Marshy, put your stuff in the chat so they can contact you. Extraordinaire. Cosmetologist. Yeah. Jizzle. Yeah, Gaza, what's going on? Oh, hey, what's going on? Bros B, what's going on? We see you. All right? Yeah. Okay? This is how it's going to go down. This is how it's going to go down. Truckers, got y'all. Union, got y'all. Paperwork, good, got y'all. Everybody is in the spot when Molly come in. Molly, put your music up in the spotty spot. Mecca T was good. We see you. Yeah. First and foremost, we got to get at the World Series. We got to get at it. Yeah, we got to get at the World Series. Not the players, not Major League Baseball. No. We talking about whoever is in charge and made the call to incorporate the energy of hip hop. We know that hip hop makes the world go round to this very day. However, something told me not to comment on IceCube disrespecting the Yankees, disrespecting the New York Yankees, especially with this song choice. Yeah, we seen it. I saw it. If you didn't, he came out doing Bow Down. And just like the MC that he is, he played with the lyrics. And in the lyrics, he got the dissing. Talking about the Yankees, bow down. Yeah, he did. Yankees, bow down when you come to my town. Bow down when you come to my town. New York Yankees. Yeah. Bow down to a team that's greater than you. Yeah. Bow down just like game one. Then he did. It was a good day. And if you didn't think that he was dissing, in Bow Down, you knew he was dissing in what? It was a good day because he flipped the lyrics again. Instead of freaking, like MJ, because MJ was in the crowd, since he's a owner of the Dodgers, he said freaking Yankees all day. Disrespecting New York. So I was going to go all the way in on him. Because I remember at one time he had a song. He had a song titled Cave Bitch. And he was going in on them old fake chicks. Yeah. So when we researching and going back and all that, yeah. Cube is a walking contradiction. Of course, someone can mature with age, but if you're going to quote and perform lyrics from back then, damn it, quote all of them. Yeah. Because I know some numbers from them because I was one of Cube's first and probably, one of the top 10 fans. So I remember it's the end you love to hate. Yeah, I remember that. Cave it. Yeah, I remember that. Stomping, walking in my big black boots. When will they come? All that. Yeah. Hard body. Revolutionary, radical IceCube. Now, it seems he gets money. Remember No Vaseline? When you let a Jew break up my crew? Yeah. Funny how he got them on his side now. Yeah. Yeah, in the big three. Yeah. On his movie production, TV production crew. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he be with them bagel meisters. But disrespected the Yankees. And had the Yankees bopping their damn head. Why? Because they didn't even understand the lyrics. They just felt the energy. Oh, IceCube, because, some of them is in their 20s. So they just the popping like dissing them. Bow down. And I'm looking at these meatballs like, yo, he dissed the shit out of y'all. And y'all, what happened? They go ahead and lose. So now I'm thinking, damn, when they come to Yankee Stadium, who they gonna get? We need some repping. Now I know they're not gonna go get Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Nah, they ain't coming out of hiding. Nah, they gonna sit down somewhere. So then I get to thinking, well, damn, they in the Bronx. KRS never really had a New York anthem. He could have did South Bronx. Yeah, he could have did South Bronx, right? But, nah, they wouldn't go get Chris. Nah, that ain't his thing. So I'm still scratching. I'm like, New York got a rep. But only ones who really rep New York be BK. Yeah, real hard, you know. We know we could have went out there and went the Annie Up. Remix. With old Remy Martin. But then I said, nah, they not gonna get fame in them that. So I'm still thinking, well, what could be done? Then I said, whoa, wait a minute. Buster and Swiss did some New York, Emma New York. Nah, because if Alicia hiding, Swiss is hiding too. And Buster really don't want his grippers out there for the world to see in Yankee Stadium with that old grease shit coming off the side of his head. Nah, he don't want to come out there like that. And he been bigging up and protecting the Puffster too much for him to make that. So I'm like, well, what are they going to do? Damn it, Fat Jizzle, the Crack King, Joey Krills. Send Joey Krills out there. But what song is he going to do? Now, he came out there looking all little and smoked out. You know, twisted. Talking about the Bronx, what up? What up? What's going on? Nobody hype. Cube had the whole Dodger Stadium rocking. Here come old, he ain't even fat, old Slim Joe with a pair of Timbs on. Looking like old granddad. Looking like somebody ready to get their pocket dug. I seen him in Midtown, he dig his pocket. Straight up. And what he doing? Lean back. Really? 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 And they try to do Remy part. Instead of bringing Remy out, but she still got that energy. Yeah. And then, now, what would have been epic, Uptown Dre, much appreciation. For the super chat. Salute for all the prosperous content you share. for the tribe, my brethren. Yes, thank you. He does a song that I really thought should have been pushed way more than it was. New York. Only problem is it ain't his song. It's Ja Rule's song. So that would have been epic. It would have energized the whole stadium if he had Ja Rule and Jada Kiss. Yeah, bring them out and do New York. But no. Old Joey Krill's Key to the City, Zempi user, Custy tried to do it himself and didn't even know Ja lyrics, not even in the hook. So it sounded crazy. All whack and he looking all whack and now what happened? Oh, matter of fact, let me check it out and see now what happened. We see the bum ass Giants just lost. Let me see what happened. Let me see what they doing. Let's see what these dudes doing. Because they damn sure wasn't doing nothing. What are they doing? He messed up the whole momentum. Look at these motherfuckers. 4-zip. 4-zip. They're about to get swept. They're about to get swept. Now, if people don't believe and understand the power of energy transference, especially when it comes to hip hop and people making statements, this will show you. This gonna show you. Because OQ, collaborator and cooperator with them Ofays when it comes to getting some change, might have shifted the energy of this series. Because, yeah, we all know for an absolute fact, the Yankees should have got at least one out there. But now, look, they put hip-hop into play. They get IceCube, probably knowing that the Yankees had no answer for that. Or maybe it was a play for both of them. You understand? Because I was well reserved before I even comment on that disrespect. And it's the reason why they disrespect New York, right? It's because Jay, yeah, y'all do Jay, called it out. And when he called it out, nobody checked him on it. And this was during the Southern explosion. Yeah, the Southern rap explosion, the commercial rap of the Southerners with all them ashy booties in your face and the painted cars and the trap and all right in the mix of all that. Jay came and said, New York been soft since Snoop crushed the buildings. I'm trying to restore the feeling. And y'all didn't bite. Nobody restored the feeling. So from that point, everybody ran the table. They've been running the table in the music. They've been running the table in publications, in journalism, on radio. They ran the table. Yeah, P has something to say about it. P wasn't enough, Mo. Wasn't enough. Remember, P went right up north, too. Stymied that voice quick. So, they've been running the table. And for some reason, instead of getting at these dudes, people collaborate with them. Because they couldn't just leave it where it was. They couldn't just leave it with an appreciation for the music that came from out there. I was shocked when I tell you, shocked beyond recognition, the way the Chronic blew when it blew up. I'm telling you, me, somebody who was rocking NWA, Ice-T, Ghetto Boys, from 88, when nobody was messing with it in the town, to go overseas, to come back, to go up north, to hit the town. So we talking about from 88 to 92, almost 93, wasn't in the town, to see the chronic blow and get pushed, and dudes pushing it in the streets of New York, in their whips, people having 2 and 3 chronic cassette tapes, is flourishing. And I'm like, yo, hold up. I was listening to this. Dudes were saying it was trash. Dudes wasn't trying to hear that. All of a sudden, it's everywhere. It's in the clubs. I can remember going to a club. Oh man, what club was it? One of the clubs in New York, when they first started putting TV screens up in there, they was playing Janet Jackson. That's the Way Love Goes over and over. And they was playing Deep Cover over and over. And I'm like, yo, I'm watching New York. I'm watching. And all of a sudden, it got real weird. It got real weird in the town, and dudes started doing a little bit too much nut gliding. And then by the time it took off and Doggy Style took off and the whole game started shifting, that was it. That was it. That was it. It was in New York, sort of lost their way. And all of a sudden, everybody became in awe of what was going on out there, out west, which really is nothing different than what we do over here. Really wasn't. I mean, the way they do it and how they was doing it and the viciousness of what they were doing to each other really shouldn't have been as bigged up and appreciated the way it was over here, because we've been doing it. There's no 5 boroughs nowhere else in the world. There's no NYCHA anywhere else in the world. I've been all over the world. When we do our 1-2, we do our 1-2. And many from any part of the world come up in between them 5 boroughs and leave. Abused and battered most of the time. Definitely financially strapped and half crazy. Yeah. Big city dreams. Run their ass about. But this little, can I say, crush that New York dudes started holding and having, like holding in their heart and having for West Coast dudes believing that for some reason that they are the only gangsters in the country, never sat right. Never sat right with me at all. Because for one, I know exactly how and why they're able to do the things that they do to each other. I mean, most of them are concentrated in these little neighborhoods. And if you look at it geographically, you understand there's no verticals, right? No verticals. Everything there is flat. That's the flats. That's the flats. So of course, when you're navigating the flats and you're learning your areas, as youngins coming up in specific institutions and specific conditions and situations, man, it's going to be tough for any outsider. Any outsider. It just is. It just is. And they have had decades of being strategic and militant because they have to. Like I said, there's no hiding. There's no concrete buildings. There's no subways. You understand? They have to. It is in their DNA. It is more than a job. It is more. It is a mission to be well informed, to be on point. Things that in New York, only if you were in a certain life, you had to be aware of. Remember, New York, man, 2 different crews can be at war. And I mean a drag down, knockout war. And you can have nerves right there down the block, in the block, never afflicted by it. You can have deliveries, right? Shit like that. You could have the Amazon man, right? The UPS man. You could have all that. It's a different dynamic. A whole different phenomenon, right? Because if you not involved, a little shifty now, but back then and coming up into just recent, if you wasn't involved, you wasn't involved. Out there was totally different. Everybody and anybody was getting it. That's what the movies were made of and made from. Those stories of systematic, mindless, savage violence. So you better know who's in your hood. You best to know the language, the communications of not only your hood, but all of the other hoods. And when they come, they come. Now, everybody is aware of the violence and the lifestyles because they're traumatized by it in a very different way. Okay, we wouldn't have known it if we didn't hear it in the music, if we didn't start to see it on the screens. We wouldn't have known nothing about it. Just like for many decades, none of them knew about our street legends. They didn't know about none of that. Some of them still don't. They don't know about Prince, who's just coming home. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't know nothing about Tut until Pac said it. They didn't know nothing about Preem, Cat, Corley. They probably still don't know about the Furtado brothers, Preacher. We could go on and on, neighborhood after neighborhood. Right? Chicky, Caballo, all that, Jerry Curl, nothing. They don't know about none of that. You understand? Big Unique from Marcy, all that, D-Haven, none of that. They would not know about Unique from the East. You understand? They don't know about these type of individuals. We have a multitude of people and groups and crews and individuals who got money, who got busy, who did that thing. They wouldn't know. And they still don't. Out there, news travels different. It's different. You're talking about farmland. You're talking about land out there where the Catholic Church was involved in separating people based on racial makeup. Homeowner societies and things like that is different. And when you're coming in as a visitor, as a guest, everybody knows you there. So of course, out of towners going into LA is damn near at the mercy of the street, especially and usually only if you're black, if you're melanated, which I always tell you, black on black violence, it's the easiest thing to do because we usually genuinely trust each other. So it ain't too much of a gangster. It ain't too much of work when somebody is coming to you. Not really much, but it is foul on your part to make that into a way of getting bread, a lifestyle. Oh yeah, definitely. Prey on the individuals that look like you, that sound like you, right? That trust you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when you're coming in, how do you know? How do they know? You gotta always think about that. You're talking about celebrities, you're talking about rappers, you're talking about athletes that are now worth, 6 and 7 figures and stuff like that. Soon as you come into town, everybody knows, right? Because these entities work with each other. Yeah. The paparazzi, right? Work with the hotels, right? The hotels and the airlines work with each other. The paparazzi work with the airlines. You dig what I'm saying? The hotels, the airlines, the paparazzi, all that. Any of the event halls, radio, everybody know. And everybody's affiliated. Affiliated with the gangs by neighborhood, by family. Shit. Just because they want to be down or be safe. So what happens? You from out of town, you come into LA, you get plucked out. But you not tough. That don't make you no tougher than anybody else. Don't make you no tougher than Mississippi, than the Chi, than Detroit, than Philly. Makes you no tougher than that. You understand? Because we do the same things. We just operate in a different way. The only difference is, though, you understand? New Yorkers, we get busy wherever we go. Yeah. We set out and leave the 5 boroughs to go to other states, other cities, other regions, and do the same thing that we do home. LA don't do that. Y'all don't come to New York and do none of that. None of it. At all. And most of the time in New York, we chasing them bankers. Ofays. Do you understand? Yeah, establishments, corporations, you ain't gonna say that we don't have the regular, shenanigans that go on in urban communities just like any other city with us tearing each other up. Yeah, we have a deep rooted and long history of doing that. But trust and believe, when we go out of town, we carry our same magnitude, the same behavior. Okay? Y'all don't do that. So all that bowing down, IceCube, you bow down every time you in NYC. You have escorts. Or y'all come through with police and law enforcement. I don't see none of that action. None of it. There's a lot of bowing down. But again, it's like Jay said, New York been soft for a long time. A lot of people get passes. The energy's different. We got Starbucks in the hoods now. Ofay's in tiny shorts and little dogs. That same temperament and energy has been reduced, even amongst our youngins. They running around in Crocs and slides and shit in the winter when it's raining and snowing. New York ain't what it was. Definitely not. But that don't mean it isn't who it always is and has been. And I'll tell you that. I ain't seen 3 or 4 gangsters from nowhere come through without one of us. Yeah. I'm keep it a buck and I'll stand on that. I done lost many of my team to going out of state and catching bids, trying to lay shit down. Oh yeah, because we gonna get busy. If we knocking off whatever we knocking off here, we gonna take the same shit on the road. Same shit. I don't see how they do that. I don't see how they do that at all. So be easy with the bow down, sir. Be easy with that. Yeah, it's all fun and games in the sports and all that. But again, don't get gassed. Because see, situations start to flip. Most individuals who went out west believed they had to because they was in Grippergate. Yeah, they was in Grippergate, an institution that was established out there, right there where all these so-called gangsters supposedly had locked. Yeah, Grippergate activity happens in Hollywood, LA. That's the mecca of Grippergate. Yeah, a lot of them gangsters is with that. They tolerated it, they accepted it, and now they participated in it. So I'm trying to figure out how tough is that? Casting couches? We're letting Clive Davis, Jimmy Iovine, and David Geffen, and all the rest of them play in your seat? Come on. Talk about it. See, most of your favorite rappers from NYC that we know is always going to be top 10, top 20, never reached the heights that they were supposed to get to because we wasn't playing that. There wasn't no Grippergate going on like that, until the shiny suit era. If you think I'm jiggy, yeah, that shiny suit era. That's what allowed Grippergate to flourish the way it did in the boroughs. We wasn't on that type of time, but LA, y'all been on that a long time. Yeah, since Tone Loc and Funky Cold Medina and all that. It ain't no plans with a man and all that. Why he had to say that? You could go back to Funky Cold Medina. Yeah. Okay? So again, because of how people are so drenched in that whole lifestyle out there, it's always easy for them to pluck off out-of-towners. There was only one who did it here. And he had an escort. Like I say, I told y'all before, MC Hammer, brother, yeah, Burrell, him and Suge, real tight, came over here, been coming back and forth, why, under the umbrella of the music industry, and shook up Andre Harrell, Who was their escort? Yeah, Eric B. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody come from out of town and do nothing here without an escort. Just don't. Historically. Now it's a little different. You understand? Of course, we always had people from other countries coming through and sitting in the communities with their countrymen and building up organizations and doing what they do. But hold up. Nah, you're not going to have nobody from out west coming to the P's and survive. Nah, ain't none of them surviving in nature. I don't even want y'all to even begin that shit. We not even falling for that. Never. And anybody I seen come from the West Coast hit that Rikers Island, they was food, lunch meat. That's what it was. Until again, like I said, people grew a tolerance for it and then imitated it. You understand? They imitated it and it got to where it got to. So we don't bow down. We don't bow down. And to the Yankees that was bopping to it and shit, look, have his language deficient. ESL, English is a second language. Of course they bopping to it. IceCube, yeah. They don't know. That wasn't the Yankees of old with Dow, Strawberry and all them, and that White Gooden and all. They would have shut that shit down. They'd have blew the Dodgers out. But again, shit shifts. And again, instead of New York being about that New York energy, they go get Slim Joey. The Ozempic man. Sounding like a wounded puppy. And look at what happened. These dudes about to get swept. Swept. New York. Stop nut grinding. These dudes ain't tough like that. When they come through and establish and do what they do over here, then we might consider that. But I don't see nobody coming up in nature from out there talking none of that bow down West Side and all that shit. It won't happen. It won't happen. But we know how we give it up. Everybody in the 5 boroughs in any NYCHA complex got at least 10 or more dudes that been out of town all through this country doing all type of foolishness. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Don't ever sit in the pocket of no disrespect. I don't care who sit with these clowns. I don't care who talk with these clowns. I don't care about none of that shit. Because they give them a pass don't mean you should give them a pass. Fuck out of here. This shit is unorganized. All right? So, we're going to leave it at that. Somebody get your man straight. Give Joey some burgers or something, man. Yeah, he needs to go get some burgers, something. Get some turkey burgers or something. Get his voice back right. He's sounding crazy and looking crazy. Every day he's starting to look more and more like Caillou. I don't know what's going on with him. Y'all dudes in the Bronx? he gonna keep misrepresenting y'all. Cause I ain't never see Caillou in the project. He's starting to look like Caillou. I'm just saying. Get your man Joe's right. Nah, Mo Caillou got a C. Don't get it twisted. Caillou got a C. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm lying, listen. Y'all the ones that do the edits and all that. Y'all mad nice with the damn graphics and all that. Put Fat Joe next to Caillou and see what the hell happens. See what y'all get. Come on, man. Now let's get down to serious matter of why we here. Okay? Everything else, I don't want y'all to be alarmed. Oh no, before we even get to the seriousness, okay? Let's get to y'all man real quick, because I can knock him out real quick. It's long. I know it's going to be a long evening, but I was at a wedding yesterday. Shout out to Lamar and T. Had a beautiful wedding. Salute to them. You know. And I was out. Y'all know I don't be out after dark, but I had to rep for them. You dig? And, you know, that's that East New York family. So shout out to them. Next up, let's get to the puff stuff. Because I done told y'all, and I done said a lot of things over the couple of years. And I said, from the minute this investigation and everything was going down, that he is not going to do no bid. I told y'all that. I'm telling you, he not doing no bid. And I'm going to stand by it. He's not going to do it. He's going to take whatever procedures is necessary to make sure that he don't do it. Okay? Now, here we go. They getting ready to line your man up. If y'all don't see the pattern, y'all better look. I'm telling you. When El Chapo went through, what was going on when El Chapo went through? If y'all are familiar with MDC and how it was moving and what they were saying about it, it was one of the worst federal detention holding centers damn near in the country. All type of issues they was having, staffing issues, people was getting plucked out. Had El Chapo in there, what happened? Oh, Epi-Ep came through. Oh, Epi-Ep ain't last a minute. They had some shit going on with the electricity and with the water. And what happened? Oh, they're investigating the space. They're trying to make sure the space is doing what it do. What happened? Oh, Epi-Ep ain't make it. All of a sudden, oh, Epi-Ep is out of here. What's happening now? Let's read what's going on with MDC. Federal agencies launched an interagency operation on Monday at the troubled lockup in New York City where Sean Diddy Combs is being held. Investigators from the Bureau of Prisons and the Justice Department's Inspector General's office and other law enforcement agencies descended on the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn on Monday. The Bureau of Prisons said the law enforcement operation is designed to achieve our shared goal of maintaining a safe environment for both our employees and the incarcerated individuals. Okay? Okay? The agency said. The move comes as the jail has faced more scrutiny over horrific conditions, rampant violence, and multiple unalives and amid a push by the Justice Department to fix problems at the jail and hold perpetrators accountable. So that's just letting you know that it ain't sweet and anything and anyone can get got. This is the language. This is the language, okay? Last month, federal prosecutors charged 9 inmates in a spate of attacks from April to August at the federal jail in New York City. The allegations detailed serious safety and security issues at the jail, including charges after 2 inmates were stabbed till they were unalive and another was speared in the spine with a makeshift ice pick. Ooh, yeah. A correctional officer was charged with shooting at a car during an unauthorized high-speed chase. The criminal charges offered a window into violence and dysfunction that has plagued the jail, which houses about 1,200 people, including Combs and Sam Bankman-Fried, founder of the collapsed FTX cryptocurrency exchange. They're letting you know that it's real loose in the spot, that anything can go down at any given time. Setting the stage, and this wasn't out. Okay, everybody don't get this intel. They try to throw those in there. So then when something happened, they say, oh yeah, there's been problems in the spot. Just like at Alabama, right? Holman, just like at all these other little spots. Yeah, it gets to popping. Yeah, this, that. Public don't get that unless you search or you know about it, you're informed. So I don't see the Puffster making it. 1,200 individuals, and what I'm telling you, more than half in there get busy. Even if they telling and they in some type of PC or admin sag. You got some people that'll get that working. So either Puffster is going to be doing the same thing he's been doing, getting in somebody's grippers or letting somebody get in his grippers, which could be at any given time, because the feds play dirty. At any given time, one of them people could be sent by the feds or anybody else that may want to, make sure your man don't start ratting. Hashtag tell Diddy tell. I don't know why y'all not getting a hashtag out. I don't know why y'all not trying to help the Puffster. What he do to y'all, I don't know. But put the hashtag in the air. Tell Diddy tell. Because when they throw articles like this out in the public, in the news, I see an ep coming. I'm telling y'all. They do not put that type of information out and about by accident. Why do we need to know that? None of us care about that. Unless you in it. Unless you built for it. Unless you're in lifestyles where you need to know what's going on up in there. Most of y'all don't know. Y'all can't name the spots all around the country, all around the state, county jails, state facilities, federal penitentiaries. That don't pique none of y'all interest unless you really in it. You know it's dudes that we could rattle off the county jails, the state jails in every state, and know who is where and what is what and how to move. You just know it. It's just common knowledge when you're in a certain space. You dig? And for some people, they may find that rather weird. Like, why do you know that? And then you gotta ask yourself why you don't know that in a capitalist society where anybody can get caught up in the system. Don't you think you would want to have knowledge of that? Right? But they don't. But that's how they let you know, yeah, that he's not safe. So I peep it. I'm telling you, they do things that work in a pattern. They relive it in a pattern. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And you see, that's another build. That's going to be a build for later on this week. Y'all saw what happened to homie in Elmira. Yeah. You something decent. You see? I'm just telling you. So if you're in the street and you playing games, I'm telling you, you got to move smarter than the average bear, because there's a lot going on. A whole lot of telling. A whole lot of telling. A whole lot of eye spying in the sky. Keep playing. Keep playing. And boy, they got a spot. They got a spot for you. So you might as well just come on and be a revolutionary. Might as well come on and be a militant and help and grow people and understand and really work it, because you keep playing in them streets. Keep playing. And I'm telling you, that's the thing. The young people have no true concept of time. And some of them young people, as they get older, they don't mature. They just get dumber. I've seen dudes forget that they just did 15 years in a can and say some stupid shit like, yo, so I'm getting ready to... And you just did 15. You just did 15. You sit your dumb ass down. I'm telling you. And if all these dudes coming home ain't proof enough, dudes is coming home, they did 30. Do you understand that? And you salute them. But they did that. Don't think for a second, because they still have name recognition, that they didn't do what they just did. 30, 32, 34. Yeah. Yeah, some of these men were incarcerated since a lot of y'all was born and prior. Yeah, when they say that, that's what happened. Youth don't get it until they in there. When they say, yeah, you can ready to do a quarter, 40, they're not playing. And you don't get in there and really understand it until you really, really see it and feel it. And you start seeing people age. Telling you. Yeah. They get wicked. So they're getting ready to find a way to get the Puffster up out of here. Don't know what the hold up is, but yeah, He gone. He gone. Now, before I leave on that, because somehow we still in the lane, we still in the frame. I'm trying to figure, maybe y'all can help me. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is Harry O, the supposed co-founder of Death Row Records, doing at the Trump campaign rally. I get what he's saying. You understand? I get what he attempted to say. That's another thing that I'm hoping y'all pick up on. That a lot of these individuals that did a whole bunch of time and we believed, I'll say it like this, we believed that many of them were much more articulate than they are. Man. I'm trying to figure it out. What the hell was he saying and why? I'm trying to figure out the play there. Because one, Death Row ain't Death Row no more. At all. Not the music, nothing. Not the individuals, nothing. We ain't listening to Trump. So why the hell is we going to listen to him? I just don't get that play there. Help me out. We see and we're living through the total destruction of the entertainment industry. If that's your claim to fame, if that's it, and nothing else, because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what's the resource? That's what moves people. That's what motivates people. You understand? What's the resource of these individuals? Yeah, I know, Jamal. I hear that. He pardoned him. I get it. He ain't the only one with name recognition that he pardoned. He not the only one. The rest of them ain't been around. Ain't been at no rallies, ain't say shit. So I'm trying to figure out what was the play. Because the Trump campaign done did a lot of dumb shit in the past week that got you scratching your head like they trying to throw this. I just don't see the purpose, and especially when no one's seen it. Unless you really sitting there watching an entire campaign for either one of these dudes. We only know it again. Why? Because it come through our timelines. I guarantee you, I could go see my man in them that's Italian and Irish, avid Trump supporters, and they won't know who he is. You did? Seems the only people that's getting pardoned is hustlers. That's it. He ain't pardoned Leonard Peltier. He ain't pardoned Mumia. Right? He still got Asada on a wanted list. Come on. I'm saying there's many people that he did pardon that has more of an influence than him. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see where it helped him at all. Just trying to figure it out. Maybe y'all know. You understand? Maybe y'all know. Because he don't have no influence over nobody in this generation. Damn it, the only reason why we know is because we were in it so deep. Nobody 30 and under know who the hell he is. Can't come anywhere and just off of who he is in his face say anything to anybody. Not over here. I guarantee you that. He could come with me and I could walk him all through. And I'm telling you, like, who that? Who that, Blizz? Ain't nobody won't know. So what's the play here? For real. Trying to figure that out. Was that a favor? Was he? He's somebody who did a bunch of time because he was getting a bunch of money in the streets and supposedly put up all the bread for Death Row Records. It's supposed to be his company and all that. So I just didn't get why he at the Trump rally. You understand? So I don't know. But let's move on. Now we're getting into a space that, is very dear for us in this class. And we're talking about anger management and domestic violence. And, like we always say, intimate relationship violence or intimate relationship abuse. That's between siblings, that's between cousins, that's between, anybody who's in an intimate setting. If we are in the spaces where we have long amounts of time with our co-workers in a corporate setting, that's intimate relationship as well. You understand? Take intimacy out of your head when we talk about intimate. Okay? So we have a story coming out of Wichita, Kansas, which for many is disheartening. For a lot of others, it's heartbreaking. Even in the article, we're going to see that they use a word. And like I always say, man, I'm very, very passionate about my work. Very passionate because I know that at the base of all of our issues is two things. One is this premise system, capitalist system that has abused us, who has our folk in a domestic violence, intimate relationship abusive condition with them Ofays. And two, are people, because of living under that and being abused, not understanding how that emotion of violence and rage works. They just don't get it. That if you realize that you are able to de-escalate, to have control and discipline over your emotions, especially anger, that many of your problems will slide away. You have a different view of a lot of things. People don't get it, so I go hard. I mean hard, attempting to get people not only to come in, but to maintain what we teach, what we educate each other on, so you can make it to your fullest potential. So this case here, man, it's just so wow. Let's read, yo. A domestic argument between mother and son turned into a heartbreaking tragedy with the teenage son now unalived and his mother facing a murder charge. According to the arrest affidavit filed by police officers in Wichita, Kansas, the shooting happened around 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday, October 9th, at the apartment of Tisha Florence Jenkins, 46, and her 16-year-old son, Robert Florence. It was Tisha who placed a 911 call telling police that she'd shot her son in the forehead. When police arrived, they reported finding Robert lying face down in the living room with a single gunshot wound to the head. Okay? The rest affidavit released this week and seen by such and such affiliate, detailed that tragic morning that saw Tisha arguing with Robert because he didn't want to go to school. She reportedly told police her son was a bad kid, into drugs, and would often not go to school. She said that she was irritated that morning because Robert did not want to go to school. His 18-year-old brother also was frustrated because they were going to be late over Robert's delays. So now the frustration builds. Let me tell you something, man. When you get triggered and people live in a home with consistent drama, the language is off, the communication skills are off, and they all have been traumatized with different layers and levels of themes. Yo, man, it just so much comes through my head as far as the training is concerned. You see poverty. You hear the breakdown in the communication between parent and child. You start seeing that these 16, 17, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds have a different language about how they're growing. They don't grow into a space of manhood. They don't mature into a space of manhood. They just get older and sit in a pocket of other males who have some very, very disturbing beliefs. And man, a lot of emotions and stuff down in there. It's a lot going on. And they're extra sensitive. Let's continue. Ultimately, Tisha agreed that Robert could stay home and even called the school to report him absent. She detailed to police that he kept nagging her and then told her he was going to go to their downstairs neighbors to get some weed. Okay? To get some weed. Tisha was detailed by police as emotionally distraught upon their arrival, stating that she fell to the ground and rolled around in distress. When they went to handcuff her, crying out, "I shot my baby." Tisha then told them she kissed her baby and asked them to just unalive her. They detailed finding blood on her hands, the waist area of her shirt, and face. Okay? Tisha claimed he begged to borrow her phone, but she wouldn't allow it. She said he wanted her to call his brother so he could get him to ask their father for money. And she told the police she allowed that call. Robert continued to antagonize his mother, though, even going so far as to pull down the curtains and tear up paper, throwing the bits on the floor. You understand? The language, antagonizing her, bothering her, destroyed. You understand? These are all that we speak about in anger management, right? My people tell you, what are the triggers when we're speaking about triggers, when we're speaking about how anger elevates and is moving, all of that. Right now, she's building. She done been triggered, right? Her anger is escalating, and nothing is being employed. She has absolutely no skills to bring herself down. None. Let's continue. Tisha admitted to police she grew frustrated as her son was pushing her buttons, triggering her. I go through it every day. Every time I have a session or I get an assessment with somebody new, what happened? We go through this on a regular. Right here, pushing buttons, antagonizing. These are easy fixes if somebody's in a therapeutic space and have just the basic information. Okay? Things took a dramatic turn when Robert purposely reached for her black backpack where she kept her 9mm handgun and pulled it out. According to the affidavit, Robert made no threats, nor did he point the gun at her. She says she grabbed it from his hands and pointed it at him, telling her son, "Do you just want to die?" It was at this point, she said, the gun went off and Robert fell forward. She told police she thought the gun was empty, alternately saying she had removed the rounds weeks ago, before conceding she may have put a couple back in 2 weeks ago because she had to walk home from work. Tisha told police she had the gun for about 7 years and knew how to operate it. She said that when she took the gun from Robert, she racked the slide back, which would have dropped a round into the chamber from the magazine. She sure did a lot. She denied to the police that she ever intended to shoot her son, per the filings, but admitted she might have intended to discharge the gun to scare him. Police found a live round in the chamber of Tessa's gun and 2 more in the magazine. An investigation into the shooting led police to uncover a separate alleged incident with Tisha and the handgun. According to their findings, she had allegedly pointed a handgun at her ex-husband and his girlfriend while at his home in March. She's facing charges of aggravated burglary, and aggravated assault in that case. She is currently being held in the county jail on $1.2 million bond, with her next court appearance set for Monday, October 28th. Okay. So we got to follow up on this. Robert's older brother, Curtis, set up a GoFundMe to help cover funeral expenses. So this is where it gets real crazy. You understand? This is what I'm talking about when I'm always saying anger management. Don't wait till it's too late. When I'm talking about intimate relationship abuse counseling. When I'm talking about how easy things go from 0 to 100. Just like that. And that decision, all this time, that this anger been building, that this argument, that he pushing my buttons, aggravating, all that's been going on for a good little minute. At no point you de-escalate. At no point, nobody in the house knows how to de-escalate the whole situation. Nobody. That's a problem with our people. That is a severe problem with our people, that we don't have the basic skill set that is necessary to survive. But people want you to believe in voting, and that's going to work, or going to the church, and that's going to work. There ain't no anger management in the Bible. Ain't no anger management in the Quran or the Torah. That's a whole different situation. We're talking about psychology. We're talking about mental conditions. You understand? We're talking about physical conditions, social conditions, that these things not going to help. They're not going to help you. It's not. It's not. You understand? So why not get it here? Why not? Because you can do it on your own, right? Okay, it's like that mother thought that she could do it on her own, that she can handle it. Because people just don't get in step with purpose and manifestation of who the individual is. How do you manifest? Who are you? How do you manifest that to the world? What is your purpose? How do you walk in it? What is true divine order, divinity, knowledge of self? What are these things if you don't have the discipline to control your own emotions? If you don't even know what the emotions are, you don't know. We have a multitude of emotions, and some people don't even know that. They're not hip to it. You think anger, mad. I've heard people say disrespect is an emotion. I ain't no damn emotion, because again, that's not taught. These are things that the wealthy do. Do you get it? These are things that 1% that y'all claim is trying to take us out with robots and stuff, or that 1% that's trying to shift the order of the world and how things move. They get anger management all the time. They're in control of their emotions. That. They pay for psychologists. They get sessions. Everything that they do is about wellness. So they can keep you dazed and confused and dizzy and running around like a chicken with no head. Or like a chicken head. Running around talking about your twat box and all that. You dig? They pay for it. They get it. They got them people on retainer. All of our situations like that. Because the majority of us stuff everything in our chest. Put our emotions down. Not in tune with it. We believe that the bag is going to solve all your problems. Like that drink can solve all your problems. Like that man with that eggplant in your back till you goddamn busting it out your damn head. It's going to be your problem solver. Nah, that don't work. That's a temporary fix. Those are called coping mechanisms. That's it. That's it. But trust and believe, I know. I see it all the time. I hear it all the time. As soon as you believe you got a control over it, something comes up, pops. And it'd be too late by then. I can't rock with you. I can't help you then. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And I'm sure this mother is really going through it. I'm almost positive she's not going to be able to come back from this. Nah. She's not going to be able to come back from this. I guarantee you that. Okay? So please, man, I'm telling you, I can only say but so much. If you never had an assessment, book an assessment. See where you're at. And then see where I'm at. Check my square. Now, you can't come here and get it. Nah, that don't work. Again, this is a coping mechanism. This is a temporary fix. You understand? Excuse me. Clint Jacobs, much appreciation. They book your sessions. Get it in. Because I'm telling you, the world will trigger you. Sometime all day, every day. How you going to respond to it if you don't know about it? All right? So here we go. Last part of the class. So we can get out of here because now I'm burning on almost 3 nights. Laying down at 1 o'clock, 1:30. You know? Let's get to it. And again, when I'm speaking, how we move in this class, you understand? It's all for the purpose of keeping you in a space of militancy, preparedness, and understanding, especially of your enemy. Trust and believe, we nation building over here. I don't know what they doing over there. Nation building over here. Okay, let's get to it. Another lynching almost. Another racially biased incident for sure. I keep telling y'all, we have no friends. We have to remain on point and militant. And when you believe I can live anywhere, all Ofays ain't bad, they gonna show and prove. And I'm just going, hey, it is what it is. Now check this story out. And I want people to understand that. Understand that they put things out and it's time and a frame to get you triggered the most. They're weaponizing media, they're weaponizing the news, so it can be the most impactful. Now, originally, when we heard this case, they said no arrest was made. And people was going ham. And what did I do? I fell back. Let me chill out and see exactly where this shit is going. Okay. A 54-year-old Minneapolis man charged with shooting a neighbor last week. Yes, John Sawchuk has been charged with attempted unalive stalking and harassment stemming from racial bias. In all reality, a hate crime. Court filings allege that the shooting followed almost constant harassment of the victim and his wife by Sawchuk since they purchased their home more than a year ago. So a year ago, more than a year ago, black man haven't seen a wife yet. So I don't know if that might have been a factor in some of this. But black man bought this home. All of a sudden, he's getting harassed by his neighbor almost immediately, calling him the N-word, threatening him, looking, doing stupid stuff to his crib. Yeah. 19 police complaints by this man. The man's name is Davis Mattori. 19 times him and his wife went to the precinct in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I want y'all to keep that shit in mind, okay? The Minneapolis Police Department's handling of the case over the months that the neighbors reported threats and over the days between Sawchuk being charged have drew criticism, including from the city council members. Sawchuk was charged Thursday, right? And he allegedly screamed racial slurs at Mattori and threatened to unalive him while brandishing a knife. Minneapolis police chief said police had made multiple attempts over months to contact Sawchuk, but weren't able to do so. So you mean to tell me dude got warrants? You know where his crib at, and months go by, nobody plucking him out, none of that. Nobody running up in this crib, nothing. Y'all don't get no nothing. Y'all got warrants, but y'all not doing what y'all supposed to do. Okay. He described Sawchuk as someone who had mental illness and was known to have access to firearms. Mental illness and access to firearms is okay if you are an Ofay. Listen up. It is okay if you are an Ofay. Mental illness and firearms. That's always. It's always in the description. How? I don't know. It's so much so that, again, when you're applying for licenses for firearms and stuff like that, that comes up. So now you got Ofays who, one, are already mentally sick, to go and be a warmonger across the planet, to go or already have an established human slave conditions, transatlantic slave trade, slavery, Jim Crow. That is a mental illness. And people don't view it as such, but it is. It is. That's a mental illness. So again, mental illness and firearms rock. Wow. I always tell y'all to be on point, come back to class with all 10 fingers and toes. I keep telling you that whether 45 wins or not, I already told you, they've been had the green light. They had the green light since Ruby Ridge. They've been on that type of time. But our people don't listen. They think everything is hunky-dory. Okay? Okay. Police said there was a delay in arresting him as the department spoke with Sawchuk's family members and a psychiatrist to gather information. He said officers exhausted other options for resolving the situation without force, leading to the SWAT response overnight. Okay, so now it was going viral. It was getting legs because they was not arresting this man. So today, which should be a follow-up, but it's an initial story in class, they went to the crib finally because they caught what he did to this man all on tape. Because of this dispute that they were having, I guess he got the cameras outside the crib, but again, can't tell people where to live. I wouldn't live around him. I'm sorry. I'm not living around him. But Shawshank Sawchuk emerged from his residence just around or just before 1:30 a.m. Monday after police told him they were about to use gas in the building. Now, when you initially saw the news and the vids that was moving, you had this police chief that was, yo, very, very, very aggressive, very unprofessional, and very ignorant in the language when it came to the questions of why y'all didn't go get him. These people been to the police 19 times. And you not gonna go in there and get them? They've been trying to, what he said, for 6 months, get in communication with him to make sure that this was done in the right manner, to have it de-escalated. What part don't y'all understand, white folk? That somebody went to the precinct 19 times and took 6 months to arrest him because he ain't going in. This is what the police said. I'm not going in there. He might have guns, it might get out of control. I'm not going in there. Right? This is what he said. However, we do know that the Minneapolis police has been under federal investigation and federal scrutiny for their use of extreme violence. Okay? Reese Palmer, salute, salute. Supporting the war effort. Peace and blessings. Much appreciated. Peace. We do know that, right? We know that. Let me name all of the people that Minneapolis police have unalived. The unaliving of Fong Lee in 2006, Jamal Clark in Minneapolis in November 2015, Philando Castile, we all remember that, July 2016. That was within the same frame, same week, same few days of Alton Sterling. Down south. Let's see, let's continue. Justine Damon, July 2017. George Floyd, 2020. Dolan Ed, December 30th, 2020. Duante Wright, April 2021. Winston Boogie Smith, June 2021. Lanil Frazier, July 6, 2021. Amir Locke, February 2nd, 2022. Ricky Cohn II, July 2023. So we know police go in there and they get busy when they want to. This one was adamant about not going inside because we can handle the situation differently. Although this man caused these people to go and file 19 different police reports. And he's mentally ill and he has weapons. Things that you're not supposed to match up with. Mental illness and firearms. Didn't we learn that? Didn't we learn that already? Okay. So now when they went and got him, they finally had a standoff for hours. And at that point, when they finally arrested him and brought him in, now the police chief got a different tune. Now he's saying that, yeah, we handled it properly and de-escalated and waited until he came out. But he also admitted to failing this victim because homie was out in front of his yard cutting a tree. And I think the white man said, N-word, don't cut my tree. Don't be on my property. Wigging out. So he's seen him cutting his tree. When he put his little toast out the window, bang! And I'm trying to figure out, what is it gonna take for black folk to understand these people ain't playing. They don't like you. They don't see you with clean eyes and hear you with clean ears. They believe you're a monster. Depending on how they was raised, Mormons believe you're a monster. Certain Roman Catholics believe that you're a monster. Orthodox Jew, Hasidic, think that you're a monster. They don't like you. So why do you live amongst them? Why do you live around them? I don't get it. But he said we failed the victim in this case. This is the police. He did. Now, we do know they use crazy amounts of force because the feds investigated them. Look at what the feds was investigating the Minneapolis Police Department for. You did? MPD uses excessive force in violation of the Fourth Amendment. MPD uses unreasonable deadly force. MPD uses tasers in an unreasonable and unsafe manner. MPD, that's the Minneapolis Police Department, uses unreasonable takedowns, strikes, and other bodily force, including against complaint or restrained individuals. No, excuse me, against compliant and restrained individuals. So we know y'all wild for the night, but y'all didn't go up in this man's crib knowing he's threatened people with knives, threatened people with the hammer, and now this man has to get shot. And they said the bullet went from his neck to his back. Come on, y'all. Again, I told you, police is not there for your protection. They don't serve and protect you. They serve and protect corporation and what? Property. Okay, let's see what else they found. MPD encounters with youth result in unnecessary, unreasonable, and harmful use of force. They fail to render medical aid to people in custody and disregards their safety. Boom, it fails to intervene during unreasonable uses of force. This is all the shit that they do. So you mean to tell me I couldn't go get that man out that house? No, but because he was white. So now this man is laid up in the hospital with a bullet that entered his neck and down in his spine. Because he was trying to live a decent life around Ofay. I'm just saying. It get real critical around here. But again, I tell y'all, remain militant. You have to. We have no choice. If not, we're going to be wiped out. They already whooped them. They was already wiping out. They have wiped out majority of our people. Okay? Either they wiped them out spiritually, physically, or mentally. Wiped our people out. Wipe them out because they're not on point. So again, be on point. We at war. I keep telling you. Okay? And then that, I did it. It's almost 1 o'clock. I gave y'all what I needed to give y'all for tonight. I don't remember. I don't think it was to anybody who funded the war effort. Much appreciation to those who didn't. Yeah, much appreciation to you too. You here. Classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. We knocked it out. Another one. Yes, let's keep it moving. Let's grow our family as educated. Yeah, let's be great. Let's walk in our purpose, as always. Listen, if that's your man, go get your man up off them drugs. Yeah, Fat Drizzle, y'all man, get him right. Get him right, okay? If you have an anger issue, and you know you do, and you want to mind, get your sessions in, okay? And if you new, get your assessment in. Let's do what we need to be done, because it happens just like that. Just like that. Okay? Especially if you got firearms in the crib. Okay? All peace and power to the people. The struggle, remain militant. Don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. Tomorrow, well, today is a new day. Get out there and make it happen. Our path towards true liberation means pulling up out of this system. All right? Yeah. 55 gang. 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.